What's up guys, Luke here with another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about the single change that could end exporting smartphones and could devastate prices in the near future. Let's go. In today's video, we're going to be talking about eSIM. For those of you guys that don't know, the new iPhone XS, XS Max, and XR feature a dual SIM with a nano SIM and an eSIM. Now, what an eSIM is a digital SIM that allows you to activate a cellular plan from your carrier without having to use a physical nano SIM. Now, you might be asking, why could this end phone flipping or have a huge impact on the entire exportation industry? Well, if Apple becomes smart and teams up with the phone carriers, and the phone carriers are okay with transitioning their entire business model into using this new eSIM from here on out, and there's not going to be any more physical SIMs, let's say that Apple decides to make both SIM cards eSIMs, there will no longer be a way for a unlocking SIM to unlock Apple products, which will take locked prices and plummet them basically down nearly to nothing. So it's not a good thing. A top student of mine and I were actually talking about this earlier today, and although I'm not sure if it's likely that it's going to happen just because of the fact that it would require a very large change from all of the mobile carriers, it is a possibility. And here's the other thing that is a huge problem with eSIM, or how it could greatly impact the phone flipping industry. eSIM right now is currently, it's not offered in China or Hong Kong. So that being said, basically eSIM is not supported in these countries, and that's a huge problem. So not only would there be no unlocking SIM card anymore, but eSIM wouldn't even be supported in other countries. They might have their own phones, and the industry could switch altogether indefinitely. So eSIM is kind of something to watch out for. So if you hear any changes about this in the near future, one, I told you so, and two, be careful when buying locked phones, especially sealed ones. Be careful of overpaying, because honestly, while these changes are possibly up in the air, and I'm not going to say where I got this from, but while these changes are possibly up in the air, think about this. If you're sitting on, say, 30 locked phones, or say 20 locked phones, and let's say you're into them for $1,000 a piece. Well, if you were able to sell them at $1,050, but now the new eSIM changes come out, and prices start just plummeting downwards, well, you might lose a lot of money. So you need to be very careful. Like I said, I was talking to a top student of mine. We got to thinking, we got to talking, we were talking about the future of phone flipping, exporting, importing, direct buyers, direct buying companies, etc. And we kind of thought about this, and we talked about it for a little bit. This could be a serious problem in the industry. And he says to me, he said, Luke, what if this puts everybody out of business? And I said, I don't know. But this is an interesting topic, and I kind of just wanted to bring it to light, and I want to see what all of you out there think. This is kind of more of an announcement video and kind of an awareness video. One thing to always keep in mind with any business industry, the industry is always changing. Now, the only upside of this is, although eSIM would take away the physical SIM card aspect of everything, what this would do is I would imagine that possibly carriers might need to enact some new protocols on how to check IMEIs, whether they're clean or not, because of the fact that we would no longer also be able to check them with a physical SIM card. You couldn't check if a phone is unlocked or if it would activate. That's another thing that I don't like about this eSIM idea, whereas if we got both eSIMs, how are you supposed to check a phone and activate a phone without going into the carrier or, giving the carrier a phone call? And as you all know, when you purchase a secondhand phone and you try and call the phone company and ask them details about the original owner, they won't tell you anything other than you need to have the original owner next to you, or this needs to be the original owner talking on the phone for you to get details about the phone and the account that it's attached to. So potentially, double eSIM could create some huge problems. Now, the good thing is the phone flipping industry has a huge demand, just like there was an RSIM patch that was updated. And obviously that kind of got fixed, and locked prices are kind of slowly going back up. However, this could be a harder solution. I mean, this might not be a very easy fix. So, I mean, if eSIM comes out, we're not using physical SIM cards anymore, they're not supported overseas, I'm not sure exactly how this would get fixed. Now, the only thing that I do see is possibly the eSIM is basically an internal chip, so it's implanted in the phone, it never needs to be removed. However, I was told that eSIMs can be rewritten by operators. So perhaps people who are heavy into iPhone repair, they might be able to open the phone up and then rewire the chip so that it's unlocked. So that, though, could potentially pay off even more, and it could actually raise the price of locked phones. However, locked and sealed would no longer be locked and sealed phones because we would have to actually open the phone and open the box. So I don't know. There's a bunch of different variables here. It's kind of got me on edge. Like I said, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but it's just something that I thought of, and I thought it would be an interesting topic to kind of talk about a couple different variables. So that being said, that's my news, that's my update on eSIM, and it's just kind of something to think about because in reality, if all things were to go bad, it could kind of put an end to the exporting and the phone flipping side of things as far as buying the new phones. I mean, this could impact us quite a bit. So that being said, let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below. What do you guys think of the eSIM possibilities and just kind of how it could affect us? And let me know if you think there's any positives to this as far as how it would affect our business in a positive way rather than a negative way. That being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.